here, and we are playing Clam Man. It's about a clam man. I think it's comedian, a clam comedian. Clammer, comedian. We come and go. We come and go. Let's go. I have got the overlay up. We ready? The town of Snacky Bay 30 years ago. Right click on things to interact. Okay. You can't see the mouse. Can you see when I highlight the plant? Right, you can see, so you can't see my mouse pointer, which I can, but when I land on something, you see that. So you can see I'm pointing at plant. My plant's looking a little pale, might have watered it too much. Basketball hoop makes throwing paper balls in the trash a joy. Plus the fun back in failure. Puts the fun back in failure. Dude! Did you hear? Take it easy, Pete. Hear what? It's Lindsay, dude. She got laid off just like that. What? Really? Why, what happened? I don't know. I was going to ask you. Must have been pretty bad to get fired on the spot like that. Being disrespectful to Mr... Oh, do I have more? No. Being respectful to Mr. Bossman? How disrespectful are we talking here? Really disrespectful? I don't know, man. Super disrespectful? Nah, not Lindsay. Super duper disrespectful? That's pretty disrespectful. The most disrespectfulest. The most disrespectfulest. Infinitely disrespectful. Yeah, that might have been it. Slacking off. Dude, I don't know, probably worse. I mean, I slack off. In fact, I'm slacking off right now. Some people might even say that you're slacking in work ethic. Well, let's not be those people. Spending company money. Oh, maybe that's it. She was always wearing those fancy silk tops and stuff. Did she have access to the company accounts? Don't think so. But then how would she get the money? Hey man, don't ask me. I'm not the embezzler here. Maybe she laid some kind of trap. A trap? A trap for money? Yeah, like a pyramid scheme or crowdfunding. Oh, I thought if I pushed the up and down arrows, it would scroll down and give other options. It didn't, but I have to do my scrolly wheel. Always brewing just half a pot of coffee. Is she the one who's been doing that? If that's true, I'm not sure I feel sorry for her anymore. Why do you even drink coffee when all you do is try and nap during work hours? Keeping up appearances, man. Boss man would never suspect anyone who's had 6 cups of coffee to be sleeping on the job. Anyway, thought I'd let you know. Yeah, thanks. Is she still here? Can I go and say goodbye? No, man, she packed up her things pretty quickly. Rumour is that she took it pretty hard. Oh, and another thing, boss wanted to see you. That doesn't sound good. Well, considering what's just happened to Lindsay, that doesn't sound good. Relax, dude. It's probably just another chat about workflow and synergy and team spirit. Guess I'll head over there. Alright, man. See you later. Synergy, efficiency, productivity, fun. I get it. Go catch some sleep. don't think I won't try. How macabre. I really like that calendar. It's really extensive. Every single day in the year is in there. Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise Clam Man speaking. Hello, hello. Is this the mayonnaise people? Yes, how can I help you? I have a question about the mayonnaise, please. Alright, well, this is Sal, so what would happen, theoretically, if someone was to smear your mayonnaise all over his body? I'm not sure I follow. Would it say, I don't know, make you more aerodynamic? Hypothetically? I don't think so. Oh, okay, good to know. Tommy, it's not going to work. No, I said it's not going to work. No, Tommy, wait, don't light the fuse. They hung up. Motivational. That's my full collection of the work of Lolfish C. Corral. That one's called The Baits of Baths, The Allure of the Onsen. One of the perks of being a junior sales representative, my very own phone. It's even better when it doesn't ring. Hey, is this Snacky Bay Mayonnaise? Yes, you've reached sales. What can I do for you? So I bought a jumbo-sized fun pack of your prime mayo the other day, and I left it out during the night, and now it's gone. All right, I see. Well, this is sales, so I'll just connect you to customer. I don't think that's a thing that should happen. Well, no, I think I should get my money back. I bought mayonnaise, and it was clearly defective. Why else would it vanish overnight? I really couldn't... No, you'll answer my question. The customer is always right. It developed sentience and wandered off. That can happen with a jumbo-sized fun pack TM variant. Oh, well, I suppose that explains it. They hung up. The Old Man in the Soil. Jailbait, a photographic collection of prison food. She sells by the seashore. The woman behind the mass killings. Okay, so if I don't click on it quick enough, Fiat floating in Snacky Bay. Hey. Oh, the customer is always right and annoying. I got an achievement. Sales department, how can I help you? Where's my pizza, man? I ordered it like 2 seconds ago. Hang up. Hey, where are you going to hang up on me, man? How did you know? Takes one to know one. Toot toot. Pisces of your heart. What a load of bollocks. 10 false myths you've always been hearing about. I should go see the boss. I've really had enough of 10 fun ways to rid your life of fish puns. Okay. My emails have been blowing up lately. There's a big shipment missing or something like that. How do you lose 50 tons of mayonnaise? It's not like you can just drop it behind the couch. Left click to walk around. It's a plant. That's all it is. Just a big old plant. Not for keeping. I wonder what that's all about. If there's ever a robot uprising and all machines gain sentience, I wonder if the copiers will be the angriest. You know, all those butts. It's a note for some kind of company get-together. Hey gang, as some of you may know, we're having a pottery party, or as we always call them, a PPD, again this Friday. Something must have gone wrong with the emails because we didn't get any RSPVs back from anyone like we asked. So we'll put this note up so no one will miss it, as we're sure you'll hate to miss out on our PP. As always, it's BYOC, bring your own clay, lol, and we'll provide the party. Let us know when you're coming. Here's hoping for another big PP. Panky and Pocky. Panky and Pocky, while we do appreciate your enthusiasm and willingness to arrange fun activities for the office, please stop referring to these parties as PPs. HR is having a hard time explaining to management why everyone on this floor is talking about how much you two are forcing your PPs on them. Cheryl. P.S. I'm afraid I won't make it this time either. That's Wendy's collection of Fintendo figurines. Her cubicle is half the size of mine and she still chooses to fill hers to the brim with those things. She must be really passionate about them. Oh, hello, sweetheart. Hey, Wendy, how's your day going? Oh, just wonderful. I've been listening to the mayor's press conference on the radio all day. What a charming man he is. Mayor King, how was so charming about him? What's he been saying? Oh, this and that. Something about infrastructural development and streamlining transport efficiency. He's so frightfully clever, isn't he, with his buzzwords and college smarts. What's he been saying about those things? I remember hearing something about tearing down parts of town the other day. Oh, who cares? Can't you be a bit more romantic, sweetheart? Besides, how do you expect me to focus on what he's saying when he has such smooth, buttery voice? Oh, it makes me all giddy. I've been meaning to ask you about those figurines. Oh, you want to talk about my collection? Of course, sweetheart, I'd love to. I'll warn you, though, I'm quite the enthusiast. Oh, I'm only joking, of course. What's on your mind? Is that Blarth? From the Super Splash Brothers? Blarth? Blarth? You complete idiot, that's Sir Blake. Can't you see the red hilt on the sword and he's not from Oh no, I think it's just some other character, sweetie. Actually, never mind. Anyway, I've got to run. The boss wants to see me. I do hope it's good news, you know, after what happened to Lindsay. Yeah, Pete told me, poor thing. Oh, I'll miss her, but don't you worry, sweetie. You'll be right as rain. Thanks. Take care now. It's back to the radio for me. Ho ho. Speak to me, King. Become the mayor of my heart. Okay. Looks like a note from the IT department. Let's see. As you all know, we've been having server and computer issues in the entire office. The only thing we've found so far is turning the computers and servers on and off again. At first we considered having the entire IT team running around the building doing that, but clearly that's not very efficient. That's why we're constructing an army of robots to do it for us. If you come across one of them, do not move. Sudden moves may disturb their pathfinding algorithm and or activate their mobile death beams. Have a nice weekend, IT. Who's there? Herman, it's me. I don't recognise that voice. Don't you try and trick me, you trickster. Stay out. Herman, we've known each other for years. It's me, Clam Man. Oh, it's you, man. Why didn't you say so from the start? It wasn't one of the options. What are you doing in there? Minding my own business? I was just asking, Herman. There's no need to be snappy. No, really, I'm minding my own business. Herman's low-cost life insurance. I trade and deal in protective gear. Like body armor? What's that like? It's pretty tough. How's life in the fort? Rad. Did you hear about Lindsay? Hey man, I don't have the time or the inclination to care about what else goes on in this office. Unless it's an approaching vandal horde, a discussion of the merits of recreational concrete, or Secret Santa. I don't get involved. Alright, gotta go see the boss. You keep the wildlings out. Psh, they're not gonna show up for another couple of seasons. Huh. It's funny if you think about it. I don't think one stall constitutes a waiting room. Don't knock it until you tried it, honey. It may be only one stall, but it's one heck of a stall. I don't see how a stall can be so good it replaces an actual waiting room. Not until you tried it. Look, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's a plant. There can only be so many things you can say about plants. That's a Fucus vesiculus, or so-called bladderwhack. Generally a bit darker than this one. They've been found on the coasts of North Sea and the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. It can grow up to about 90 centimetres long, and they have a prominent midrib throughout. They're also dioecious. I didn't realise you were so into plants, Cheryl. It's a seaweed. Seaweed. Hey, Cheryl. Yeah? How's the room like an efficient restaurant worker? What? One is waiting tables, the other is a waiting room. Did that sound better in your head? Way better. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, hey, did Pete tell you to come? Yep, to see the big man. Oh, well, he's in a meeting right now, so if you'll just have a seat in the meantime. What's new in the life of the secretary? Ah, good one. I am so bored. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, thanks. Did you hear about Lindsay? Hear about it? Who do you think broke the news to her? Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been so difficult for you. Oh, yeah, it was super disheartening. I'm sure. Well, I can't believe Bossman didn't do it himself. Right? I mean, yeah, sure he did, sure. He did tell her himself, but I was in the room too, so it was pretty much on me as well. Well, I say room, but I was here at my desk. Still though, so difficult. Have you noticed how every single person in the office is kind of insane? Totally. Who's the boss seeing? Oh my god, I don't know. Haha, isn't that funny? Oh, well, yeah, I just figured you might have an idea, being his secretary and all, you know. Yeah, for sure, that's so funny. I guess we'll see who it is on his or her way out. Oh no, see, they usually take Mr. Bossman's private elevator when they leave. It would be one of life's great mysteries then. Totally. I'll just have a seat. Oh my. As the Clam Man sat down on the seemingly unassuming stool, he felt a sudden release in tension. It was as if all the problems of this world, all the issues and annoyances of everyday life became nothing but grains of sand at the bottom of a vast ocean. An ocean of great serenity and peace of mind, a body of water so calming and so assuring, he almost shed a tear in complete and utter bliss. It was as if a voice spoke to him. No fear, friend, it seemed to say. This peace of mine is now yours to share. I am thou, and thou art I. It was the single most comfortable stool he had ever sat on, and life would never become the same again. This stool is really comfortable. I know! This is like a spiritual experience. It's an amazing stool. It is! Anyway, get on with it. Don't worry, it will sort itself out. I trust you'll make sure of that, but it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. I understand that, it's just, I just need to warn you not to worry, it's coming. It better be for your sake, I promise. Will you make it to dinner later? Wouldn't miss it for the world, babe. Smoochy smooch. Cheryl, was that all for today? No, sir, Mr. Bossman. I have Mr. Man here to see you like you asked. Oh, that's right. Send that whippersnapper right on in. You heard the boss. It's like Han Solo. Oh, my word. Oh, there you are. Come on in. Come on in. Don't let my little knickknacks distract you. Now that is the very dagger of Ilstride II, the legendary king of Atlantis. Legend is he defeated the evil Lord Mitrofu with his only his wits and that graceful weapon. After banishing his enemy to the depths, he settled in the well. He sealed the well seal with the very blade you're looking at. That's unbelievable. I couldn't believe it at first either, but the lady at the gift shop was very convincing. Amazing slice of history, isn't it? See, you're looking at the family sigil. The clan of Bossman goes back a long way, you see. Generation after generation of Bossmen have proudly displayed our coat of arms and adage. And what is the Bossman's family adage? We are the Bossmen. Cuckoo, kajoo. What's this for? Oh, that old thing. I honestly can't remember. It's been sitting there for a while and I'm not using it, so it's kind of deteriorating. The definition of atrophy added to inventory. Atrophy. Decrease or deterioration due to inactivity or not being in use. Okay, so if I click on here, I get my inventory down. Okay. An illustrated history of mayonnaise. And ever since the page is yellowed, the pictures are all in colour. Is this a picture of a hammock? Sharply observed, it is indeed a picture of a hammock. Is there a story behind this picture of a hammock? No, it's just a picture of a hammock. I guess that proves to show that sometimes a picture of a hammock is just a picture of a hammock. Now that's the kind of insightful thinking that this company is built on. Oh, never mind those silly old trophies, just memories from my younger days. You've quite the collection, Mr. Bossman. Did you do a lot of sports back in the day? Well, some, but a lot of them are from my hobbies. Trophy sculpture and design and such. Oh, I thought they were achievements. Oh, they are. Have a closer look. Best trophy of the show, the Award 78. Now that's I'll share it on the way out. Don't end up like Steve. Ah yes, tragic thing that. You see, Steve Mollusk used to work for us here. Did a heck of a good job too, I'll admit. But with success comes pride, I'm afraid, and Steve started taking some unfortunate liberties. He attempted to steal company property. That's very stapler you see in his hand. I'm sorry, am I right to believe this is the actual body of a former employee frozen in mayonite? Mayonite. Oh no, not at all. I did have him frozen at first as a disciplinary measure, but HR didn't like that one bit. So I had to let him out. Decided to make a cast of it though, as a reminder to everyone. It's really grown on me too. Probably my favourite decoration. Bachelor of Mayonnaise. Master of Mayonnaise. Doctorate of Mayonnaise. I didn't realise there's so many levels of understanding mayonnaise. That is why you fail. Clam with a pearl earring. Ah, that painting, the technique, the style. And it's so interesting, don't you think? So mysterious. It poses so many questions. Why is she looking over to her left? Why is she wearing an earring? Why is she wearing those silly clothes? Why is she wearing that silly hat? Is there someone else in the room that she's looking at? Do they look as silly as her? Ah, art, such a wondrous place of imagination and beauty. All you need for mixing drinks? Are you a fan of making cocktails, Mr. Bossman? No, I always get the proportions mixed up. Nothing to drink in there. It's full of ideas for businesses. Clever. The abominable fish man. Sniff, sniff. What is it? What do you smell? Manfish. The adorable murdog. You're a salty little sea dog, aren't ya? Yar. Yar. A portrait of Sheikh Jade Youssef El Doumenay is a quote on the frame. I judge a man by the size of his beard, and no beard is bigger than mine. I love it when leaders are humble. Of course, no one is more humble than me. Bobby Blob Bulldozer Champion. He's a wrecking machine. I quite like that picture. It's of an old army colonel. Were you ever in the army, Mr. Bossman? I once thought I was, but it turned out I wasn't. Oh, okay. Still though, brings back so many memories. Boy, this is opulent. There's something written here too. There once was a Viking named Doug, with a great beard and ale in his mug. But when he would raid, he would never throw shade. A Viking for sure, not a thug. Mr. Bossman, I think the plaque has been removed from the frame on this one. Man, I removed it myself. I make no reservations regarding that. That portrait speaks for itself. Okay. You seem to be interested in the Viking age, Mr. Bossman. That's an accurate observation, Mr. Man. In a way, I think the Viking age was a direct continuation of the Iron Age, the next logical step. Okay, how so? They were both absolutely metal. Ah, clammy, clammy, clam, Mr. Man, my man. Hello, sir. Oh, no need to be so formal, please. You know you can call me Mr. Bossman. Right, you asked to see me, Mr. Bossman? I did. Please take a seat. It looks like we're fresh out of chairs today. Just a figure of speech, or should I say a figure of seat. Ha! You see, I don't really believe in chairs. No one ever got any work done by sitting around all day. Anyway, Clammy, the reason I called you here today is to ask you a question. Just looking from one blink to the other. Do you like fruit pie, Mr. Man? Fruit pie, sir? I mean, Mr. Bossman? That's right, fruit pie. I mean, I don't mind it. Which kind of fruit pie, Mr. Man, would you say is your favourite? Banoffee, fuck off. Pears, no. Oh, right, cherry, or lime. I think that means key lime pie. Lime, probably. Aha. See, this is why you're working for Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise, son. That's my favourite fruit pie too. Except that mine is probably kiwi, but there's essentially the same thing. Both fruit, both pies. I suppose so, sir. Now, I can tell you're confused. Why is this silly old sausage talking about fruit pies? Well, you see, Clammy, can I call you Clammy? Oh, sure. You see, Clammy, the company is very much like a fruit pie. Not a meat pie, not a pecan pie, a fruit pie. Aren't all pies pretty similar? Just a figure of speech. Now, the pastry base, that's the framework of the company. That's the tools we use, that's the product we sell. The basic building foundation of any successful enterprise, pastry. And the fruit filling, that's you. You and all the hard-working people that place time and effort into their particular fruit pie. Sweet, tangy and delicious. Sometimes people will add some spices to the filling, cinnamon, chocolate. These things are what we place in our workers to bring out the best in them. I see. Trust, encouragement, motivation. You see, while a fruit may be delicious in itself, sometimes you just have to season it to bring out its full potential flavour. That's why I like to sprinkle you with all my spices, walking around the office adding a dash of trust or a pinch of motivation. I do that to get everyone's sweet, delicious, ripe juices flowing. Because those juices, Clammy, are what make a fruit pie to die for. Those tasty juices are good enough to just lick straight off you all. Now you see, Clammy, why I think a fruit pie is a very descriptive and accurate metaphor for a successful company. Wouldn't you agree? Well, you made a strong argument. Excellent. The comparison goes even deeper than that, you see. Much like the management of a company, the topping of a fruit pie sometimes realises that it's spending more money on filling than the pastry base can sustain. Oh no. Now the topping, delicious as it is, realises it's not good enough to serve on its own. It needs the juicy filling beneath it. However, the guys from accounting came along. They tell the topping that this filling is some primo expenso fruit, and the delectable topping is forced to make some tough calls. Please no, sir. So wanting to remain within the budgetary restrictions, yet still retain core competency in the pie, the topping chooses to cut a slice out. This slice was Lindsay. I swear Wait, what? Oh, so that's why Lindsay was fired. She was too expensive fruit? Yes, Clammy, I'm glad to hear you understand. Oh, I see, that's a relief. A relief? How so? Did you and Lindsay not get along? No, she was real nice. I just kind of assumed that... Oh, I'm sorry to have confused you. What did you assume? Well, I can see it might have been silly of me, but I thought that I was being the one being let go. Oh, I can see how I made you think that. How funny, I was thinking of Lindsay all along. You're also fired, though. I'm afraid one slice of the pie wasn't enough, you see. Another had to go. Will you stop talking about pies? Now, someone's cranky. Maybe you're just hungry. Why not get some pie? Of course I'm cranky. You're firing me. Well, maybe this sort of attitude is why we're choosing to let you go. I've been with this company for years. I just made junior sales. Why me? You've done a really good job too. It is really a shame to see you go. But you're the one firing me. Yes, real shame. I can't believe this. Well, look at it this way. One door closes, another one opens. More specifically, the one behind you. Can I at least take the private elevator out, like the guy you were meeting earlier? Yeah, I'd love to let you, but I really don't want you to. A private elevator, Clammy. Oh, and on your way out, do you think you could tell Cheryl to order me some lunch? I'm all hungry now for some reason.
Oh, Mr. Clam Man, you got fired from your job. That really sucks, you know, that you got fired from your job. Now you're not part of any fruit pie, any size or shape. Oh no, the Clam Man can't seem to catch a break. Sitting on the subway is always kinda dull, but it sucks even more when you do so unemployed. Junior sales representative fired on the spot, assessed and discarded without a second thought. Waiting at the bus stop, wait, you take the bus as well. Not only do you have to ride the subway with no job, but you also have to ride a bus to get to where you live. Also, when you ride the bus, you still don't have a job. Come home to your apartment and the door is stuck again. What kind of rundown building do you even live in? Sorry, I don't mean to judge your home, it's not my place to say. Also, do you remember you got laid off today? Oh, Mr. Clam Man, I do have to admit, as of today, your life has really turned to shit.